How to make your financial reservation. In our life, unforeseen events can happen unexpectedly. Whether it's an illness, a car crash, your cell phone being stolen, being fired. The list is huge and you need to be prepared. For these unexpected situations, it is necessary to make a financial reserve, or as some call it, an emergency reserve. The name doesn't matter. It is nothing more than that money saved for any need that arises. That is, which serves to placate moments of financial tightness. You don't know exactly when you're going to use it, so it needs to be available with immediate access to deal with any unforeseen circumstances. Each case is unique, but the goal is for this money to be spent on an emergency rather than day-to-day expenses. I now present you with 8 reasons for you to start creating your financial reserve today. This way you will be more relaxed when you need extra money. Before saying the reasons, help our channel by giving a like so that this content can be shared with more people. Reason number 1, rising unemployment. I'm sure you must know someone who has at some point been laid off in recent years. The total number of unemployed people in the world is millions of people and continues to grow year by year. If you are employed, take the opportunity to save part of the money that comes in and protect yourself from scares. You could be the next one to find yourself in this statistic, so be prepared. Reason number 2, asset protection. Another reason to have an emergency or financial reserve is to be able to protect the things that are important to you. Some assets, such as real estate and vehicles, suffer from depreciation and require occasional maintenance. Have money saved to cover extra expenses. After all, building equity involves effort, and no one wants to lose it due to unforeseen events. Therefore, if you have any property, it is important to have a reserve amount. Reason number 3, it's a step for those who want to invest. The emergency reserve also plays a key role for those who invest in the financial market. If you want to enter the world of investments, you will not be able to redeem this money invested in times of downturn, as you may have losses. Therefore, before placing any amount in applications that present more risks, you must first have built your financial reserve, so that in moments of suffocation you do not need to redeem your applications at a loss. In times of crisis, for example, it may happen that investors suffer an impact on their portfolio. Reason number 4, unforeseen events in the routine always happen. They never drop their cell phone in the water. Did you have any unexpected medical expenses? Have you ever had an expense with a car? Imagine a couple that has the arrival of a baby. Unforeseen events happen every day. Running out of reservations is the fastest way to turn one problem into 2. If any object of yours is damaged, in addition to having to find a solution for what is broken, you will still need to find a way to pay for the repair. Why complicate life? Reason number 5, professional freedom. Those who have an emergency reserve can feel freer to make choices, including professional ones. A person who is financially organized will find it easier, for example, to decide to quit a job or even change careers. Those who choose to work autonomously need to pay special attention to unforeseen events and adversities in their business or activity. Reason number 6, avoid possible debt. Without a financial reserve, it is difficult to face situations of financial hardship. And often, in desperation, people run after loans. When contracting a debt, there is always the possibility of suffering from abusive rates and very high interest rates. Therefore, the way to not let this snowball is to set aside some money to try to shield yourself in periods of financial turmoil. Reason number 7, not to miss opportunities. You can take advantage of opportunities that arise, such as paying in cash for a good or service, having its value negotiated, and obtaining discounts. Imagine you find something you need at a great price. Those with reservations find it easier to negotiate the value and buy in cash, without getting into new debts. Those who don't have it may miss out on great opportunities to do good business. Reason number 8, the feeling of security is priceless. The emergency reserve brings peace of mind to those who have it. Imagine that you have money left over to use in unfavorable times. This will bring you well-being. And who doesn't like to have a quiet life? Well, that's the big reason to have an emergency reserve. By now, you've understood the importance of having a financial reserve. Setting up a reserve requires discipline and organization. The idea is not to touch that money unless it is a situation of extreme need. Finance experts suggest saving an amount that covers your living costs for at least 6 months of your income to ensure protection for unforeseen events. Not if someone receives a salary of $3,000, but his monthly expenses are $2,000. He must accumulate an amount of $12,000 as a financial reserve. At first, the effort is greater, but if you apply that money over time, the interest will accelerate the formation of your reserve. For more peace of mind, the ideal is to make a financial reserve to cover up to 1 year of your expenses, if possible. Let's do a simulation as an example, using a little money and calculating based on a yield of 0.5% per month, which can be obtained in a low-risk investment. If you can save 100 raise per month in savings, at the end of 1 year you will have 1239.72, that is, 1200 saved and 39.72 in interest. If you keep saving the same 100 raise in 2 years you will have 2555.91, where 2400 will be saved and 155.91 will be your interest. At this pace, in 5 years it will have 7011.89, where 6000 were saved and 1011.89 were through interest. Maybe you think this value is low, but remember, in our simulation we use small values. If you increase your monthly contributions, the accumulated amounts plus interest will be higher. This way, you may have reached your financial reserve. Now that I have reached my reservation, what should I do? Where can I invest my savings? If you are convinced that you need to reserve part of your money, try to put the money in investments that have high liquidity, that is, that allow you to redeem them immediately and within 1 day, and that have low risks. Savings and fixed income funds are often great options for beginners. Did you like it? So, subscribe to our channel, share this video on your social networks, and keep following our videos. You will learn about investments with low risks and liquidity to build your emergency reserve.